So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Tyler Scott now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. They run the counter with Swift. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, here's Swift. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Swift on second down. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down throw by Williams. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Your 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 23. Swift hauls it in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Going run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has it in close. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Right to the air with May. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Made a throw it. Over to Douglas on the sideline, caught.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. May looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Swift gets it, going left. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Swift. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
1st and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
They'll run now with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On the gun, it's May. That's taken in by Henry. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
May now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's May. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, stiff arm. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
May now on third down. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Stevenson will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a one-score game in the first half. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Scott now to return. His return makes it up to the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now a give to Swift. He's contained at the line for no gain. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Third down. Here's Williams. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. The Patriots have Demario Douglas ready to return. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. From the 24. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Man in motion here. Throw on third down. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs vertical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Patriots punt team coming out for the former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it's going to be Bears football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Fourth down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. The New England offense running out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they had that one contained right at the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air. It's May. He's on the move. He's on the move. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. and 6 for them to figure out now. Going play action, May. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Williams to throw on first. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working from the gun, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Carney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, so the Patriots headed out on offense again just before halftime. And they may not be able to take a knee safely this close to the goal line. Might need to run a play to end this half. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. They're out and set. First and 10. This is Stevenson heading right. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. This set it down starts with an option right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get this to Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. May looking to throw. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. On play action, here's May. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
On the option, here's Gibson. And they take him down right along the 30. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running it again with Gibson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Now May on 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he has the New England touchdown. If anyone is still doubting that this guy has an NFL-caliber arm, Brock, add that to the list of highlights he can use in his defense. That was an NFL throw.
And got to be such a confidence builder. Yes, the game is faster. Yes, the windows are smaller. But when you execute with precision, touchdowns can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Scott now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Buys time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
No question, this guy is a student of the game. And he's putting in the study hours, researching any weakness in these linemen and taking advantage of it. Once we hit game day right here, Kate, the students become the teacher. And what a lesson he's performing.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Pats will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Flush down to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Jukes one defender, and he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
May not have throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They motion the tight end over. May on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's got a man left. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll run, Gibson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's May. Forced out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Williams. Swift hauls it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Going play action, May. He's going deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. Henry on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The give inside to Stevenson. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They put Bourne in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. He'll look to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Out for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.